Two, your goals are not the problem. The size of the jumps you are trying to make are the problem. You can't hack your way around this stuff, guys. Harmonics are harmonics. Rules are rules. Gravity doesn't stop operating because you jumped out of the plane and decided that it doesn't work. Sure, maybe you can elevate your consciousness to that level, but instead of doing that, what you can do instead is just understand that there are rules and there are constructs that you decided to agree to when you came and decided that you are going to be in a body. You understood at a somatic level that you will have to work with these barriers, these constructs, these squishy places that frustrate the fuck out of you most times. Okay, but they are there, they are placed there so that you can learn how to work with your own inner power to actually still get that result while gravity is working. Okay, what the guano does that have to do with anything? That means essentially that when you decide that you are going to step into a new way of doing something, instead of another vision board, instead of another Pinterest board, instead of more strategy sessions about how big the goal can get, what we really need to do is to break it down so that the step in front of us that we need to take, that is actually about embodiment. That is about the way my physical body processes this new identity. That's what I mean by embodiment. What we really need to do is going, what is an attainable way in which I can take a small step from where I am in space and time towards this new person who is lavishly adored by this delicious partner, who is given these profoundly beautiful opportunities, just handed them on a silver platter. What you don't want to do is try and make a giant jump across the Grand Canyon with no somatic nervous system experience that it's even possible. So how I usually break it down and what I did with my client, as I said this, that is a very sacred dream. That longing is holy. It's really good. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Nothing is wrong with that. What we need to do is step all the way back here and go, well, what does this dream look like in my calendar, in my physical calendar, in my phone book, in my phone book, in my inbox? What does it physically look like to be taking the very first small step in front of me? Sometimes it looks like, okay, I have a bunch of people who keep showing me interest, but they're kind of not really. Okay, that means we close those doors and we stop keeping back doors open. What it physically looks like is if you get invitations from people that your intuition is already telling you, that means an immediate no. What it also looks like is if you want to teach people how to love you well, it means that early on in the connection, when you start thinking, this could be a beautiful bond, practice with your friends. Start getting used to asking them for what you need. Hey, I really show up in my connections and I love that we are hanging out and we're building a beautiful friendship. And also, I'd love to hear how you work in this kind of dynamic. If I needed help taking care of my kids, for example, if you're a single mom, would there be space in your world to step in and come and support me? Or would that feel like it's asking too much for you? I don't know why we don't do this in friendships and why we just end up dying in a ball of flames. It is not necessary. It is very healthy to teach your body in small ways, to ask the immediate people around you for what you need so that you can start to receive it when it really